Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Duke Silver. Today we're going to be playing some more Galaxy. Today our captain selection is Witches 3, which is a good tempo hero early. Captain, sorry. Every 3 villains you pick gives your back row slots +3/+3. So 6/6 across the back slots. It's not too bad. Especially if you can get a couple villains right off the hop there. And then we got Little Genie. When you cast a spell, you have a random character +1/+1 every 2 turns. Improve this ability by +1/+1. This is like fine for the first early turns, but I think it's like relatively weak as a tempo hero as well, and the ability falls off pretty early, so I'm not really high on Little Genie. Definitely let me know if you feel differently. And then Skip, one of my favorite captains, probably top 3 for me. Just maybe not necessarily in terms of like being the best, but like being a turn ahead is I don't know, it's a lot of fun to me to just like to try and get ahead of the lobby like that. And yeah, I found I can generally play pretty good tempo if I'm a level ahead of everyone else. Getting those legendary characters scaling or kind of using their extra power level early is really good. Normally I would just take Skip here, but we played Skip on the channel recently, so I'm gonna go with Witches 3 this time. This is one I don't really play very often. You can see only 31 of 80 unlocked. I think it's like a pretty generic list. I haven't really messed with this at all. I'm probably not going to mess with it too much here, just for the sake of video length. We could play Sir Francis Drake. We've got a dragon package in here, it looks like. Smug is fine. I mean, Skeletor, if we're going to be playing dragons, we might as well. We could probably just cut Blackbeard, actually. I mean, we've done Blackbeard stuff in the last couple of videos, so... Although Blackbeard plus Sir Francis Drake is pretty good. Blackbeard is also a villain, so I mean, like, by the time we get to it, it probably doesn't matter too much, but at the same time, I should probably play it, right? We are playing Mirror Mirror, which when it attacks into an enemy, it sets stats to theirs, which can be good. It can also lower its own stats, so I don't love that necessarily, but I think, yeah, I just jammed every villain possible in here. I think I'm gonna cut Toady. I think it's fine, but I'd rather play something better, like Mimic maybe. Mimic is also a villain. I think, yeah, we're just gonna run with this. I think we're just not gonna play the Blackbeard. I mean, the dragons, we don't really have villains going. Like, we have Smug, which is a dragon villain, but again, when we get to Legendary, by the time we get to Legendary, it probably doesn't matter. Actually, you know what? Even Skeletor is probably kind of bad. We don't really have dragons throughout our list here. Let's cut that. And maybe actually play either Sinbad, maybe? No, that's not a villain. Let's just play the Blackbeard. I think. I'm very indecisive here. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're good here. We'll play the Blackbeard. Although I should have been playing Innkeeper if I'm gonna play Blackbeard, right? But again, I don't want to spend too much time on it. I don't think I'm gonna bother with Daughter of Athena, because I'm gonna be hard picking, or like kind of hard forcing villains for the first few turns. I guess we just take Baby Dragon because it's a 2/2. Puck's a villain. I think we just go Wormtongue. This gives us a bunch of villains in our next shop. We get Clones as our first fight, and unfortunately, I mean, it's just Flying Monkey. I was gonna say, unfortunately, we don't get, like, there's not too much action there, but Flying Monkey is fine. No villain action here, unfortunately, so I'm just gonna jam the Fates here over Rose. I think on the last character on tier 2, it's not necessarily what we want. We do manage a tie here, even though this little piggy's kind of popping off there. Just look for villains. We get no villains here. We're gonna take the Captain Ahab and just hope we get something here. This is a villain, but I don't really want a 1/3 on my board right now. I will take the Silver Fates. This is also a villain, but I mean, this gets me a free spell and a free shop. Potential to see more villains, so I'm just gonna do that. We're gonna silver our Captain Ahab. There's another villain. We'll take the Minotaur. We finally get to trigger our first hero power. I think we just put our biggest stuff in the back just to try and improve those breakpoints. Opponent's got some stats there though, but we take out their supports, and all of a sudden they don't look so big. So we end up winning pretty handily there. We will take another villain in the Morgan. I think we're out of Flying Monkey. I do like Flying Monkey. I think it's fine to stay on board for quite a while. And then we'll take the Hyena as well. It's another villain, and it's going to give a couple of our slots bonuses here. We are going to manage a tie once again. Like, we should be winning these fights as Witches 3, so we're not exactly in the best position. We are into rare territory now. I definitely am not taking the uncommon mage, especially one that's going to crack my heart here. I think I just want the treasure. Like, Boon Willow can be fine. Like, it's 1/1. It's a little bit of extra stats on our back line, which is like fine. Also, I'm going to shift this around so we get animals on buffing different slots, just in case we find the treasure, or find the quest character that wants that. Yeah, I'm just going to go for the treasure here. We're going to take breadcrumbs. That's just going to give us rerolls to kind of hunt for our stuff that we want. None of this stuff is very exciting. Maybe it's just goodie bag. Like, we don't have a lot of stats for it right now, though. I mean, maybe we can put it in the back eventually, but I think we're going to play it here. Yeah, it looks like opponents are easily outstatting us at this point. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we're fine. Actually, we even get the slay with Captain Ahab. Never mind. Clearly, I did not assess that properly. Okay, we get. I mean, Achilles High Tops. That's not really going to help us. Pixie Dust, also probably not going to help us. We're not really doing Fey things. Probably just Genie's Lamp, and then we're going to hope for either what do you call it, TLK or things like that, or Lost in the Woods. Lost in the Woods is also good to double up, because that's going to give us just an extra shop here. These are not great. We don't want to double up on what big teeth you have. I think it's just Katamari. We only need one more villain to increase the size of our back row here. It doesn't play on board though, I don't think. And now that Captain Ahab quest is done, I think we can put the goodie bag back here, because it's going to make use of those stats a lot better. Tin Man, I mean, we're not even close to even one heart, having just one heart. I think it's just dash. And then hopefully we get some shop stats here. Okay, now our entire board is buffed, just for if we get something that cares about that, or the one quest character that does. I'm blanking on the name. We're just gonna take the Silver Monkey. Don't think it play. You know what? I think it does play on board over the Hyena there. We're gonna double up another Lost in the Woods. That's gonna be an extra shop. I think we want to save our other one for a TLK though, but I do want to find as much as we can. You know what? We're at 3 hearts. I think the play here might actually be to take this egg. Like, this will turn into a secret rare in 3 turns. Like, 3 turns is a long time, but I think we just have to have faith here that we can do it. That's gonna be our way to power spike. Okay, Locked Treasure Chest is interesting. Sword of Valor doesn't do anything for us. Next time we discover treasure, get all 3. Like, we have to wait for another treasure, but this is good. We've got, what, 1 mage? And that's it. Like, this is so little stats. We just take the highest upside here, since the only immediate upside that we get is so minuscule that it just doesn't matter. Well, we only take half a heart. Oh, that's the little piggy that's been kind of popping off. Once again, we could just go for a double shop here, but again, I could really want to save it for a TLK if we can. So I kind of want to take an epic character. I think we just can't play dash anymore. Oh, or double over the rainbow is also really good. I could also just go silver. I mean, Silver Egg is definitely not going to be the play over Ironcast Dragon, I don't think. Like, finding an epic treasure would be very good. Finding 3 epic treasures. But also again this double over the rainbow. We've got a little bit of, we got some shop stats on with the dash. So this is actually kind of tough. We need to remain as strong as possible. So I think I'm gonna go for the Iron Cast Dragon here. And just like again try it. We're gonna try and get as much many stats as possible. I'm tempted to double cast here. That would would waste our Genie's Lamp, but we would get 2 more common treasures, which could potentially get like tempo treasures out of them. It's either that or I take this 12-16. Like the rest of my board is so small at this point. Starting to feel bad about this egg. It'll be fine though. It's gonna win us the game as long as we can survive and not take too much damage. We're definitely losing the rest of our heart here, but I think we have to be okay with that. I think I'm just gonna take the Fireflies and play it. It is gonna make our Morgan bigger. Yeah, okay. I think we're out of Captain Ahab. Makes our Morgan a little bit bigger. Okay, this is not too bad. This opponent's board is not too scary. We are actually gonna win this combat and get our heart back, so that's huge for us as far as Mysterious Egg goes. Because no matter what, we can only lose 1 heart. So we're gonna get our egg here into a secret rare character. We just have to hope that it's something good. We're gonna happily take another Fireflies here. Definitely not through the Looking Glass. I could just take another Fae thing, or I could go for Wicked Witch. I mean, this doesn't really do anything. It doesn't really play on board either. I think it's this over Goodie Bag. Goodie Bag is good, but like we're just not making it big enough. So I think I'm gonna go with the Witch. The Witch actually allows Mysterious Egg to trade as well. Medusa is another villain, but also does it play over the Morgan? Don't know. I don't think so. It's such a liability. I find myself rarely ever playing Medusa. Like, if it gets attacked into, it just does actual nothing. I think I'm gonna bank it though for an epic treasure, and we're just gonna take the extra stats on our back row. All right. Unfortunately, they did attack into our egg before we got a chance to make their characters an adequate size for us to trade with, but it doesn't matter. We still win the combat. So apparently this egg was the best option. We're just cracked. Okay, so we could double up on Lost in the Woods, or I could just take a legendary character. We have cast some spells, so +14/+14's nothing to sneeze at here. We could get out of Iron Cast Dragon and then buff up the Battered Star Galactica. And if we keep away from other treasures, that means that we are going to get we're going to get all 3 of our secret rares from Battered Star, and I think we really want to do that. So I think in service of that, I think we do want to play this. I'm going to keep the 10 million Fireflies over the Iron Cast Dragon, I think. Okay, we get another dash here, and we're going to be able to bank that and just add more stats to both our Fireflies and our Morgan. Merlin is interesting, although like I'm kind of holding out for a certain spell right now. I think I'm out of Fireflies already, and we're just gonna take the Bahamut and play as strong as possible here. That's pretty good. Pretty good. We want this Battered Star Galactica to take as much damage as possible. It takes very little. It's at 181. So Francis Drake. I mean, if it gets the hunts, it's pretty good. Lets us find some more treasures. Stinky also pretty good as a defensive character. The Wicked Witch doesn't really feel like it lines up with the rest of our board because our things are so big. Like it just doesn't matter. So maybe we go Francis Drake. Like, I feel like this just isn't really contributing. We could also do this though, put it in the back and then get out of Morgan. Morgan's not all that big. I think that's the play. Titania also very good. I kind of want to just take the Titania. That's gonna, I mean, we just want to buff up this Battered Star Galactica so it can take more hits. so we can get our secret rare treasures. I think that's the play. Alright, well, we are... I want my, I would very much like my, my Wicked Witch back, please. Alright, we might have to give up on this TLK that I've been waiting for. I mean, we have all legendary characters anyways. Let's just see an extra shop. I think it's time. Oh, I do want this, but also no, it's just this. They kind of do the same thing, but now this has more HP than the quest progress, so that is good. Take a Shrink Tea to try and get this Francis Drake Slay, and then probably just casting a spell here, and it's going to be on Francis Drake. Again, just to try and get that or those hunts. Oh, Blackbeard. Blackbeard's too small to even bother with, but I am going to bank it. Oh wow, how do we hit that breakpoint though? That's unfortunate. Go here, please. Nice. That is gonna get us our secret rares, and we're gonna get all of them. Alrighty. Now I guess we really want a Merlin. I could take this for a rare treasure. We don't have anything that cares about card types right now. But we need to find ways to make use of them. I mean, legendary treasures for KO Star or what do you call it, Excalibur would be pretty huge. I would like this, but I can't really replace anything on board. I would like this just to see what kind of treasure we can get. Maybe I can replace Bahamut. Like, we lose a lot of stats, but we do get a treasure. I think we have to go for it just for the upside of the rare treasure. Gravity Well isn't really what I was hoping for. All right, this is not great. It's kind of a whiff. I guess like I didn't really know what I was looking for, so it was just an uneducated risk maybe. I think I'm just gonna go for the 3/3 right now. So Gravity Well is good if the game goes long, but probably not going that long, and those stats probably don't matter. There's also Oberon, which, like, I mean, I'm just gonna cast the spell because I can't play 2, and I think I have to play the Wizard of Oz still. We're just gonna cast the spell. Although, like, playing Oberon or getting Oberon just to okay, well, we get literally the worst possible combat RNG here. Just attacking completely into the nameless one, not fighting anything else. Is it really unfortunate? I forgot what I was saying earlier, but it's fine. Probably doesn't matter. I think we're gonna cast the spell. I really want the Merlin. We could go for a common treasure. Like there's still a couple of good things like Mimic or Lucky Chest to hit. But this puts stats on our board. It also increases the size of our Wizard of Oz buff. Okay, there's Eureka, and we have World Shrub, so this is going to give us a bunch of extra shops, so that's actually huge. This is going to give us a lot more potential to hit something. We're going to get to replace our Shipshape Inspector with our Bahamut that we replaced it with earlier. Guardian is maybe fine. I mean, everything's an animal, so, but those amount of stats probably are like too minuscule. I kind of want to just I mean, okay, so like realistically, like what do we want to double if we take the or if we bank the two-headed wizard? Just over the rainbow, really? I mean, combat spells I guess are worth doubling. I could just re-roll. I think I'd do that. We do have some legendary characters, so like there should be a decent amount of characters in the shops for us to find to get legendary treasures. There's a Smug. Smug is really good. It would be great if we get Smug and then the Fates. I think we want to take the Smug. I think we're done. Like Francis Drake just isn't. It's just not happening. This is going to give us a legendary treasure here. Or we can just take the Mimic. Probably Mimic, actually. Like, this is fine, but This has way higher high roll potential. I should maybe play this Medusa. Maybe Titania is just done. I think Titania is done. But yeah, Medusa, like to take out the one large character, I think is my logic here. Could Midas touch the whole board, but we don't want to do that. We really want treasures. Speaking of treasures, Magnificent's also quite good. Everything's a villain, so like we can get a lot of treasure hoard. But like it's so much work, and also like what does it replace, right? I think it's just cast a spell. Wizard of Oz buff is getting pretty large. Not enough to take out the 800 that we saw, but okay, there's a legendary. There's KO Star, okay. That is a great start, and we get to mimic it. Puts a huge amount of stats on our board. If we can just take out the nameless one, alright, they get the perfect attack, of course. Unfortunate, but not completely unexpected. We still win the fight. So we're still in decent shape. Now we're just looking for, I mean, hey, there's a TLK. I mean, Bahamut is fine, but probably just TLK it, right? I actually kind of want to TLK out of this Medusa. The cursed thing, like we can just do so much with the stats. Oh, you know what? I forgot that we had Wonderbox. All right, here we go. All right, and never mind. We I just accidentally TLK into the victory here though, because we've got Doppelganger, we got a Sorcerer's Mop, we got Ghost Armor, and we got Tiamat with World Shrub. So it's kind of just over now, and somehow we've managed to pull ahead. I mean, we were on our way. We were finding good treasures. They aren't really improving too much beyond this one giant nameless one. Like maybe their game ended at this point, but yeah, we're getting a bunch of free treasures. Look at the size of this Tiamat already. They're not going to be able to touch it at all. And yeah, it looks like we're getting. Wait, what? How do we get these common treasures? I'm not actually sure. Oh, from Gloves of Thieving. Okay, I was a little confused for a moment there. That dragon is much bigger than the Ravenous Fae, but I'm just gonna roll. I'm looking for legendary treasures here. Oh, can't forget those slot buffs on the back there. I'll bank a epic treasure because I mean we would really like to find an epic treasure. Oh, we could TLK everything again, but I'm not going to. as funny as that would be. Buried treasure. All our characters are pirates, so that's just like a bunch of treasure hoard. And that's with the double KO star. Yeah, it's just a huge amount of stats. And yeah, now even their largest character can't compete. And yeah, the accidental TLK on our entire board gets there. I mean, I think we probably get there anyways. The mimicked KO star was so incredibly clutch anyways. But then I mean, flipping into the Tiamat with World Shrub is just way too much. Yeah. Hopefully that one was a little bit more exciting than yesterday's video. Let me know what you thought in the comments, please. Please leave a like and a comment, or subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. Also, really does help the algorithm. Helps get it in front of more. Get this video in front of more people. And yeah, we're on that slow trek to 1,000 subs still, but any help there would be greatly appreciated. Yeah. Also, I mean, I don't really plug it too often, but feel free to join the Discord. Post your thoughts about Galaxy in the appropriate channels, or yeah, just hang out with the community. Hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.